Journalists and partners from across the country commend President Adama Barrow for signing into law the Access to Information Bill following its passage by parliamentarians in July of this year. The signing of the bill gives Gambians the legal right to seek information from public offices and officials. Mariama Cham has the rest of that story.
This is the first time in the history of the Gambia for right of access to information being legally recognized as a human right. The Gambia became the latest country in the English-speaking West Africa to have such an important document be part of the laws of the land. The Access to Information Bill is a product of collaborative effort by journalists, civil society groups in partnership with the government of the Gambia through the Ministry of Justice. Speaking on the presidential assent, Elijah Mane, a journalist from Foria newspaper, expressed gratitude to the president for taking such a step in ensuring transparency on information dissemination.
The signing of the ATI bill into law by President Barrow is a welcoming news. The president definitely deserves commendation for a wonderful job. Let's remember that this is a strong pillar in any democratic society. That is the ATI law or bill, because it gives citizens that legal right to actually request to actually request information from government. I believe that this leads eventually to transparency and more accountability in government. But another significant thing here is that it can also lead to a greater participation of the citizenry in the daily running of government affairs or machinery in general.
As educator, a state broadcast journalist says the bill will help journalists and civil society organizations to ensure transparency and accountability in public services delivery.
Well, as a journalist like me, there wouldn't be any news as good as this one in 2021 when issues of information and access to it is being discussed, looking at how long it has taken for the Access to Information Bill to be passed through the National Assembly and later to be assented to by the President of the Republic. It's the best news ever, and I guess its coming as a law will help to ensure transparency and accountability in public service. This is not going to help journalists like me, but also civil society organizations to work to the best interest of the people that they tend to serve.
The Vice President of the Gambia Press Union, Mohammed M.S. Butt, describes the act as great news. Mr. Butt adds that GPU will ensure the full implementation of the bill.
This law is also establishing a commission. So GPU, in collaboration with Civil Society Coalition on Access to Information, will intensify their efforts towards collaborating with the government towards the implementation of this law. Remember, it's a law that is enacted by the parliament, assented by the president. It has gone it exhausts all the processes and procedures with regards to the enactment of any bill or any bill into law. So I believe that the president assenting to the law is a commitment. And remember, this was a civil society-led and media-led initiative.
The bill will not only give journalists the right to access information freely, but will also give the public the right to demand public information material. The bill will also enable citizens to exercise their voice and to effectively monitor and hold the government accountable. Reporting for iAfrica News, I am Mariama Cham.